Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Eagles draft. And oh my God, Howie Roseman tied the record for most trades ever in a 7-round NFL draft. It was absolutely insane. He is legitimately the Jedi mind trade king. Wow, he worked his magic, and somehow we got two of the best defensive backs in this entire draft. Number one, at 22, we got Quinyon Mitchell, and then we traded up in the second round to get Cooper DeJean. Most people had them ranked 1 and 2 for cornerbacks and safeties. Wow, where's Cooper DeJean going to play? Is he going to play slot? Is he going to play safety? I don't care. He's a football player, a great football player. He can also return kicks and punts. I love Cooper DeJean. And Quinyon Mitchell is far and away the best defensive back in this draft. He's got good size. He's got elite speed, elite ball skills. I'm really excited. I'm going to do a grades video after this. But in today's episode, I want to break down all the trades this insane madman did during this draft, guys. Look at all these trades. Oh my God. First, we're going to start out in the second round, number 50 and 53. They were our picks. So they traded both of those and number 161 to the Commanders. For 40, where they got Cooper DeJean, number 78, and number 152, where they selected wide receiver Ainias Smith. He's an interesting guy with really good ball skills for a wide receiver. His drop rate under 2%, very impressive pick. In the third round, they traded number 78, which they got in the Commanders deal, to the Texans for number 86 and number 123. So we moved back 8 spots to pick up 123. You can do that trade all day long. All day long. In the third round, they traded pick 86 to the 49ers for pick 94. So they slid back a little bit in the third round and they picked Jalyx Hunt. And they also got the number 132 pick. So awesome. They added another late round pick in the fourth round for trading back 8 spots. And Jalyx Hunt is one of those guys. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Let me know in the comments if I'm botching that name. But Hunt is a very interesting guy. I think he went to Houston Christian College or something like that. But apparently Vic Fangio really likes him. I'm going to break down the tape on him and give you my thoughts on this prospect at a later date. But we're continuing to just add picks for next year and this year. So in the fourth round, we traded number 120 to the Dolphins for a 2025 third-round pick. Amazing move by Howie. How can you not love these picks? He added a third-round pick. If you can get a first, second, or third round, you always add them if you can. You add that cupboard. You fill it up with draft picks because you're going to miss on some. Not all these draft picks the Eagles made are going to be hits. So you hope if you miss early, you could hit late, and it all balance out at the end of the day. So the next fourth rounder, number 123, they traded that to the Texans for 127. That's 4 spots back, and they drafted running back Will Shipley. That's a meh pick. We'll see how that plays out. He's got really good hands out of the backfield. Not the best running back, but he's pretty good at catching the ball out of the backfield. That's why they made that pick. And they also got 2025 fifth-round pick. So we're just adding picks. Then in the fourth round again, we traded pick 132 and pick 210 to the Lions for 164, 201, and a 2025 fourth-round pick. So you're pretty much swapping fourth-round picks and 210 to get 201 and 164. That draft math adds up all day long. Another killer move by Howie, dude. This dude is a monster. In the fifth round, number 164 and number 201 to the Colts for pick 155, where they selected Jeremiah Trotter Jr. All right, Eagles fans, you're probably going to crucify me for this. But just know, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., from the tape I've seen in college, is not his dad. He's not even close. In college, the dude has over an 18% missed tackle rate. That's terrible. Straight up. That's why he fell to the fifth round, because the dude misses tackles. He's got short arms. He's not the biggest dude in the world, so he doesn't have the power to hit, smack, wrap up, take these guys to the ground. He's going to struggle even more at the NFL level. If he's a complete bust, I would not be surprised. If you're expecting him to come in and be a day one starter, the Eagles need serious help at the linebacker position. Passing on Cooper was a terrible idea in my opinion, but we'll see how that shakes out. He went to the Packers. That makes me super sad. In the 5th round, the last trade, he traded number 171 to the Jets for pick 185 and 190, where they selected Johnny Wilson and Dylan McMahon. They traded back 15 picks to add another pick at 190. Woo, baby. All right, Bird Gang, before I let you guys go, here are our draft picks right now as we head into 2025. These are our draft picks for next year. We got a 1st, 2nd, and 3rd rounder. That's our picks. And then we have the Dolphins 3rd rounder. I think the Dolphins are going to struggle this year. That might be a really good pick. The Dolphins only win 7 or 8 games. I would not be surprised. The 4th rounder from the Lions. It's going to be towards the end of the 4th round. The Lions are going to be great this year. I expect them to be in the NFC Championship game. If not, go to the Super Bowl and possibly win it. That's how good the Lions are. I'm a huge Lions fan. And if our 5th rounder, a 5th rounder from the Texans are going to be drafting towards the end of the draft as well. Not a great pick, but the more picks you can get, the better. And then we got 2 7th round picks. Not only did the Eagles acquire 3 picks for 2025, awesome, but they have 9 total picks for next year. They also got back the 4th round pick traded to the Lions in the DeAndre Swift trade last year at the draft. Not included in this is the conditional 2026 3rd round pick from the Hassan Reddick trade, which can be a 2 if Reddick plays over 67.5% of the snaps and has over 10 sacks. I don't know if he does that. We'll see what happens. It's probably going to be a 3rd round pick, but maybe we get a 2 and we get lucky. So, we added a ton of picks for next year. The Eagles are looking really good with draft capital, so we could pair up a 3 or an extra 5 to move up in the 2nd round if we want to do that, or move up in the 1st round if we want to do that next year. Howie always likes to acquire picks towards the end of the draft to use that draft capital to move up in the following year to make deals like the Cooper DeJean deal. All right, Eagles fans, let me know in the comments below. Do you like these trades? Are you a fan of Howie Roseman? I mean, I don't think there's anyone better in the business at managing the cap and making trades. Picking prospects is another thing. Howie Roseman needs to sit on the bench for that, especially if it's a wide receiver. Jalen Reagor. Oh my God, that Jalen Reagor pick. Oh my God. But other than that, he's a pretty good drafter for the most part. The Eagles' first 2 rounds are pretty much like 50-50, 60-40 on hits and misses. Not great, but not horrible either. I look for the Eagles to have another great draft next year. We need linebackers, man. They need to go out in this kind of pool of undrafted free agents and grab all the linebackers, shake it out, and see which one fits. Because right now, the linebacker situation for the Eagles is terrible. It's going to be a huge problem and a huge area of concern going into the season. We'll see how they address it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.